first half. He's been very effective so far.
Pick by Okafor. Kicks it to Jones. And that time, also a missed shot.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
76ers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Over to the wing. Here's Cheeks. Another miss by Philadelphia.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
The Nets have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. No good from buckets. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Cheeks kicks to Okafor. Jones, the pass to Cheeks. No good on the 3.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
16 feet away, and another. Once again, shot good from Buckets. Buckets got 50 points. Philadelphia shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Jones drives in. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw, no good. And a new group out there. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided.
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far. Through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Buckets. He has 50 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of 3-pointers on him.
Yeah, and Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Buckets in a 2-guard. Favors is out there with Young. Then it's Payne, and it's Lopez in at the 5, down low. Here's Cheeks. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Cheeks has got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Buckets. That drops.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
In transition, here come the Nets. Payne's shot is good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Cheeks kicks to Gibson. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. From deep 3-point range, and down it goes. 3-pointer falls in from Buckets.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Gibson the screen. Got a piece of it. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. That is good. Payne's got 6 in the quarter.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Finished off the break. Payne's got 8.
This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
A slight rebound advantage for them. one more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Shot clock at 5. No good from buckets. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Verney, and the bank shot is good. He's got 7.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
To the middle, here's Lopez. Lays it up and banks it in.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Payne, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one player, think of this, only one player in NBA history to go triple digits, and that's the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, on March 2nd, 1962.
Truly an iconic record. I mean, 100 points. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around, but Wilt was a man among boys, a player who changed the way an entire sport was played. Truly a revolutionary.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
2 minutes.
Buckets passes to Lopez. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And the 76ers making a change here. Noel's checked in. Then for the Nets, McGarry's checked in for Lopez. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Roten subbed in for Payne. Inside. Outside for Jackson. Jackson can't get that one to fall.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Lamb, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break games. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Sinks the triple. Lamb's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Jones checked in for Philadelphia.
Terrence Jones.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. That one goes. Count it. He's got 9.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Buckets passes to McGarry. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Lamb passes to Buckets. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Jackson. 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's Noel missing. To the paint. Here's McGarry. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Here's Verney. No good.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. And Philadelphia We'll go for a different look here. Okafor's checked in. Embiid comes in for Marshall. Nerlens Noel checks in for Grant. And Taj Gibson is subbed in for Jackson. The Nets also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Favors. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Buckets in for Marcus Thornton. They've got Taj Gibson, Joel Embiid out there with Okafor. Then it's Jones. And it's Noel in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Ellis is checked in for Okafor. Grant comes in for Nerlens Noel. Robert Covington's checked in for Jones. And it's Jackson in for Embiid. 1:43 left here in the 4th quarter. Gibson breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Gibson's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
76ers shooting a pedestrian 36% in the 4th quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. That is good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And really an important win from a pride standpoint. Nobody likes getting swept, so they're able to salvage a win in this 4-game season series.
Yeah, and at 1-3, I mean, their record against this team obviously not pretty, but again, to your point, it's about pride and not being swept.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Buckets. He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
Gibson the screen. Ellis kicks to Covington. Grant gets a wide-open look. Rebounded by Buckets. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Knocked loose. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. From deep 3-point range. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Jackson kicks to Gibson. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
That's really the area where they like all of their shots to come from.
It's the Nets now. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Here's Buckets. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't...
Good win, good win, good win. Worked hard, yeah. Good win.
Derek, your defensive pressure.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we freak. Talk about filling up the stat sheet. Double figures in 4 different categories for the quadruple double. And most fulfilling of it all, it led him to a victory.
He was in a groove tonight, Ernie, Kenny. He's getting in that playoff mode already. Perfect timing with the postseason approaching. He had it all going on the whole game.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson.